Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Confucius, 1,000 years ago, said, "It's a great honor and a pleasure to have friends coming from afar." For Peking Unity Medical College, it's really a great honor to co-host this summit with the Rockefeller Foundation and have friends, old and new, coming to Beijing for this summit, dreaming the future of health in the next 100 years. In this successful 1.5-day summit, the presenters, panelists, and everybody here contribute brilliant thoughts for the health system in the future and suggested actions to realize our dreams. It is time for us to collaborate with each other, working toward building a healthy world in the future. As inspired by the story told by Mr. Rockefeller last night, we should never stop learning. PMC, as an education institute aiming to provide leadership for China's medicine and health in the future, it is a great chance for us to learn, think about, and share our educational goals and objectives, and learn how education can make a difference for the society. The future is now, particularly for the educators. We ought to have a vision in order to provide qualified health workers for the future. I would like to thank the Rockefeller Foundation to share this historic moment with the Peking Unity Medical College and bring the elite from all parts of the world together. Also, I appreciate the presence of all the distinguished guests from all over the world. It is a very valuable opportunity for us to learn and share your knowledge, wisdom, ideas, and dreams. Your presence not only brings about brilliant ideas with you, but also the touch of the spring to Beijing. In China, we say in spring, everything revitalizes. In Chinese, 万象更新. I truly believe that this summit will be a wonderful start point for the Rockefeller Foundation to turn on its second centennial page and to create an even better new record in the history of health of the human being. At last, I would like to take this opportunity to express 3 wishes on behalf of PMC. Firstly, we are always and forever so grateful to the Rockefeller Foundation for founding the PMC. I wish the long-lasting relationship between Rockefeller Foundation and the PMC could be even closer. A bridging between China and the United States and other countries in medical education, medical research, and healthcare providing. And secondly, I wish the Chinese healthcare reform a great success. By learning from experience and lessons from other countries and take advantages of our own country, I wish all the Chinese people will have easier access to a cost-effective, high-quality healthcare system. And lastly, I wish everybody here all the best. Stay healthy, enjoy your life and work, happy family, and most importantly, have a safe trip back. Please keep in mind, PMC is your home in Beijing. Before Dr. Rodin takes the position as the president of the Rockefeller Foundation, we are more or less like partners in the past 60 years, since 1949. Okay? And so now, as Dr. Rodin is the president of the foundation, we become relatives. So everybody here are members of the bigger Rockefeller family, and you are always our most important guests. And we welcome you back to Beijing anytime at your convenience. Thank you.
Now please welcome Judith Rodin to the stage, please.
Well, thank you very much. I would like to thank President Zeng, who has been our host and our partner in this journey, and it has been an extraordinary meeting. I would really very much like to thank the Rockefeller team and the extended Rockefeller team, both our health team and the Centennial team, who worked incredibly hard to put this together, and I hope you'll join me in expressing appreciation to them. I want to thank our board. It's been fantastic to have so many board members here, and we often are telling you a lot about what's exciting and what we see coming up in the future, and I think coming to a meeting such as this where you see the opportunities, and Rockefeller's tagline for the Centennial is innovation for the next 100 years. And so we take seriously where we have been able to innovate over the last 100 and look forward to the opportunity to really push the leading edge of innovation with our partners, with our grantees, as we go forward into the next century. I want to thank all of you, our extraordinary participants, because this has been, in some ways, a very unusual discussion. I wasn't going to ask any questions, and I decided that so many of you were acting in the spirit of being a provocateur that I couldn't resist in the final session. And I think we really have provoked one another in the last 2 days, and I think we will all learn from what has been an extraordinary conversation. We asked you to dream big. We asked you to push the limits of innovative thinking, to ask what if, rather than making a list of reasons of why not. And you did not disappoint. We've heard dreams of new fields of research, like epidemiomodynamics. How do we say that? A new field I'll need the pronunciation for. Dreams of greater inclusion to benefit health, whether through massive open course online courses or direct participatory democracy. Dreams of opportunities, not just the burdens posed by trends such as migration or aging or youth unemployment. We dreamed together in these 2 days of a world where the power and the benefits of technology are more equally distributed, both within and across societies, where systems-based approaches are the norm rather than the exception. We dreamed of a world where exciting implications and innovations are bound to come as a result of our host nation, China's growing role in global health and in everything else in the world. We've dreamed of a world where we move from global health to planetary health, where the links between human health and the health of our planet is explicit and celebrated and nurtured by all of our citizens. But there comes a time when dreaming must end and the hard work begins, and that time is now. As we head back to our respective regions and our respective roles, I hope you'll do your part to put these dreams into action. I hope you'll take an active role in developing the kinds of leaders that we just talked about on the final panel. For our part at the Rockefeller Foundation, we will absolutely capitalize on your insights as we head into our second century. We will leverage our networks and our convening power and our grant-making capabilities to help turn these dreams into realities, to help move many of these ideas into real impact. And to advance our conversation beyond this event, we will also compile your ideas into a report that we will disseminate widely so that others can learn and benefit from the extraordinary conversations and extensive knowledge that we've witnessed here over these 2 days. When John D. Rockefeller founded the Rockefeller Foundation in 1913, he could not have imagined what the state of global health would look like 100 years later. He could only dream that his foundation would play a part in advancing the well-being of people all over the world. We now know that he was successful beyond even his goals. And I believe that in 100 years' time, the efforts that you've unleashed here will have brought about changes and transformations beyond even our wildest dreams. We are up against some tough challenges and uncertainties, as we've discussed. That as we leave here, let us never stop dreaming, and let us never stop working relentlessly towards those dreams. And so now, as an act of binding our leadership and our commitment together, I'd like to ask everyone to come onto the stage. We're going to have a group photo.